Welcome back to another episode of Look What Just Found. Today is episode 193. Now, when we went through the pocket change in one of the previous videos, we separated the pennies from the nickels, the dimes, and the quarters, and we did the nickels and dimes. These are the pennies that are left from. Oh, what's that? You see, I love pennies, man. But these quarters, they're taking up valuable real estate on my floor. And they got to go. That's it. So what we're going to do is, I don't know how long this is going to take. This seems like a lot of quarters. But I'm going to go for it. I'm not going to drop the whole thing on the desk because it's going to be too messy. Messy Jesse. I don't want to be Messy Jesse today. So we're going to do... I'm going to say this is going to take a while. I do have a quarter mat up on the screen, and I am not the quarter expert. I'm going to assume Eric from keeneEyeCollectables and some other people are going to chime in the comments below and say, hey, you missed this, you missed that. Yep. I'm going to miss stuff, that's for sure. But if it's obvious, I should not miss it. So we're going to do our best not to miss anything. I feel like I have to go a little closer, even though it's going to cut off a little bit at the ends. Yeah, I need to be a little closer on this one. On the quarters, I'm saying. So the mat shows the repunch mint marks. The low mintage ones, which I'm sure we're not going to find any of those. Strong doubling, we're not going to miss. And the various quarters to look for. The Washington stuck on silver planchet, Kansas extra hump on bison, Kansas and Gawi rust, which means it's missing T. Wyoming saddle horn doubling, Maryland fireworks doubling, and of course anything with a W. Okay, so all right. So I think for the average person who is not, no, it's just too close. Yeah, that's too far. Oh my God, this is like what's that? The chick who went into the little bears and sat on the beds. This one's too cold. That porridge is too hot. All right, that's pretty good. So so there are specific, like for example, right? If there's an extra feather there, I'm not gonna notice, man. You know, I'm not. That's it. It's gonna be there's certain errors that I'm just not gonna find. I'm not looking for them. I'm not cognizant of them, and that's it. That's how the cookie crumbles. Obviously, if someone points out, a super rare error, see, like to me that does look kind of weird, right? Look at that. Look at that feather. Huh. Weird how I just happened to notice that. And the same thing with. Okay, so I have to go look this. I gotta look at this turkey because even in between, it looks like there's an extra feather in between there, which I'm sure there's not. See, this is how I get screwed up, and this is why this video is going to be long as heck, because I'm going to have to look up certain things if I see something that looks weird. So we got the what is this? KISATCHIE quarter. Okay, go to images and come on, man. Don't play with me, man. Now, I'm going to show you the image of this quarter. And let me tell you, I mean, I'm looking at this and I'm saying there's something in there and that doesn't look right, right? Because I'll show, I mean, do you see it or do you not see it? The light doesn't help with this. All right, that's fine. In between these two feathers there's something going on in between those two feathers. And I was like, oh, well, maybe that's normal, right? So let's look at what the quarter looks like, right? 2015, yeah. And there is nothing like that in between the feathers. So this is our first one we find with an error. I'm telling you, it looks like an extra feather. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to go onto eBay and I'm going to put extra feather. Kisatachi quarter. I'm going to put extra feather and see if something comes up. Extra feather. One came up. RPM doubling on letters, extra feathers on tail. They want $222 for it. Let's see if it's the same thing I'm looking at, though. We have to click on it. 9 viewed in the last 24 hours. Here's got extra. It looks like extra feathers. I don't know. I mean, there might be other stuff going on with this. But all I know is that's what I saw there. And that appears to be an error. Is it a super valuable rare error? I don't know. Now see what this is going to do for me, right? Finding that there, it's going to make me look at everything else. And I wouldn't be surprised if there's other errors on this, if there's that error. You follow what I'm saying? So irregardless, I'm going to have to put a piece of paper on this because I'm going to forget by the end. I'm just going to put extra feather. Now, the next question I guess, how much is that worth? Come on, I just looked it up. Okay, so, you know, some of you out there who keep asking what's that worth have to do your own research. You know, I have a video out there on how to research. I get that question way too much. Just, you have to research coins. All right, so I'm going to put extra feather. Yeah, and I have a video in the description below if you want to know how to research prices on coins. All right, next. We're probably going to find a bunch. See, that's bagging right there. Eric from keeneEyeCollectables taught me that also. He's very knowledgeable. I like his videos. He just put a couple up. He's one of our members. Also, Sandra, Shelia, Donald, and Otis are our other members. Very nice and knowledgeable people when it relationship to pennies, definitely. Looks like there's a bend, right? Doesn't look bent. Ah, there. Oh my God, this thing, I don't even know if we're gonna make it through this bag. I'm telling you, this is taking forever. I gotta take my medication. Hold on a second. Sunday morning. All right. All right. I noticed, I'm saying, it looks like there's a bend there. And sure enough, now, is that a mint error? Probably. Well, I don't know, man. This is gonna take forever, man. Look at that punch. Wonder why it's so deep. Let me look at that. I think that's a repunch mint mark. I can't believe this. How many errors I'm finding. Like, wow, man. What a beauty. What year is this? 79? Let me get the map back up. So this is it's a V-Punch mint mark, a nice one. Unbelievable, man. This is I don't want to say one of the problems, but you know, um, I'm on point this morning. You know what I mean? I probably would not have noticed. I don't think I definitely would not have noticed the the bag marks. I wouldn't have noticed that first extra feather. I'm calling it the extra feather. I wouldn't have noticed that if another V-Punch mint mark. Look at those shadows in there. What's that? That's not as nice as the other one. These quarters are wild, man. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get through all these. If I'm going to do it, if I'm going to do it right. You can see the circle, the crimp roll. Pretty cool. If I'm going to do this right, it's going to take a while. I don't see myself getting through. I mean, I'll do an hour's worth. I'm telling you, it's going to take at least 2 videos for me to do these quarters. I don't know how Eric does it. Can't believe that extra feather on the first quarter. That was crazy. Oh man, seriously? Seriously? Talk about close, huh? I mean, quarters aren't my other denominations really aren't my thing, but I'm not going to shy away from them either. You know what I'm saying? Um, but obviously, you know, 2 quarters is a roll of pennies. Think about it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the oh, collar error. Yeah, right. I do see a little lip there. This one looks a little bit more pronounced, though. Let me find another one. How about this one? I think it's a little bit more pronounced than it's supposed to be. I doubt it has any extra value. I'm going to say there's no extra value on this. I like how it has the big 25 cents there. See, the problem with these quarters is that they made so many varieties, and each variety is so busy, right? I'm talking about the state quarters and the ones with the names and all. Look how busy this is, man. Is there an error? I wouldn't be surprised if there's an error in there, but there's hundreds. I think there's hundreds of those varieties in the 80s and 90s and 2000s. I mean, these quarters are busy, man. Outside of finding an obvious double die, an obvious repunch mint mark, an obvious die clash, an obvious error. Look how busy this is, man. Is that extra rock in there? I don't know. Extra seashell, missing this. I don't. How would I know that unless I'm? Oof, you have to be really, really on quarters, man. Like on pennies, I might not miss. I'm not going to miss much. I mean, of course, I miss things. I catch them on the way on in other videos. Sometimes I'll catch the errors. But those newer quarters, man, they're so busy. Especially if you're talking about what, like a serif or something like that. Forget about it, man. I don't know if these bicentennials have any value. Kind of remember them being worth a little extra. Even his hair is kind of busy. I know on the faces you have to look for dye chips. And a proof would be kind of obvious. It would just really stick out. I've only found one proof. I did a video. It was my wife's piggy bank. This has a die clash, or I guess it's a die clash. You can see it there a little bit. It looks like more leaves. I don't think that's it could have hit the there's an error called a stutter strike. And my understanding, it's usually around the edges, right? Because the quarter, when it's getting ejected, doesn't get fully ejected, and then it gets hit, and then it gets re-hit or something like that. All right. Well, the error. What's that? I was just about to say the error slowed down. That's dirt. That's not a strike error. I guess my point is, if you don't have a microscope, and you're really not familiar, this is how I'm going to assume the average Joe or Jane would start out with quarters. You know what I mean? Obviously, you could do your research. You can have a book. You can have a mat, right? The mat is, these tools are super helpful. You can have a mat, and by the way, I know I'm not wearing my gloves today. That's on purpose because we're doing quarters. Oh, you see, without errors, I did start moving quicker through this, which is kind of funny. Not hot funny, but you know, ironic. All right, is there an extra leaf in there? A bug? The magnolia state. So those are magnolias. They're beautiful, huh? Mississippi. Ellis Island. Yeah, we found 3 quick errors, and then went kind of flat. What happened? Did I stop falling asleep? Nah. All right. Well, we're gonna get. I am gonna put it into 2 videos. Wow. Look how deep that this one got me. I didn't realize that's like a door in the eye or something. Look how deep that eye is, though. Yeah, this one caught me out there before. I'll look up the eyelid. I just want to see. So it is pretty deep. I see the other quarters up there. P error. There's a lot of errors on this course. So it is pretty deep. This one looks a little deeper. Well, if there's an error here, I don't see it. That should be no surprise. So I will take out a little bit more out of the bag. I mean, we didn't go through half the bag. We're at almost 23 minutes now. I only have three short video quarters, which I'm not crazy about that either. So maybe I'll just keep going until I get a few more finds, which might not happen. We'll see. I'll play it by ear. What a weird eye on the bird, huh? Looks like a falcon. That would be my first guess. I'm probably wrong. All right. Let's see. Started off strong, man. lot of these are bagged. Yeah, I see that above the tree right there. I just want to make sure that's just post-mint damage or dirt or something. Yeah. A duck landing. Hmm. So my recommendation definitely would be if you're a new quarter searcher, right? You know what? Honestly, it's any really any denomination. If you're gonna hunt for errors, I would definitely recommend using a mat. Um, any aid that you can. Some people use books. There was someone who wrote a comment the other day and said that they used the I want to say Red Book. And another person said they used the there's a pocket change book. I forgot what it's called. I might even have it. Um, if you're that studious, and you're gonna do a lot of personal research, so that way you can find all those very specific valuable errors. That's a great idea. Um, I learn a lot through my members, subscribers, personal research. Um, all right, finally. Wowzers. Let me look at this. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Oh, yeah. Now, someone out there, I mean, obviously there's something that's going through it, but I feel like this is more of a die error because the letters are moved around, and I'm thinking it's an error on the die. Oh, that's so cool. Let me put some light on it, see if that helps a little bit. This is going to be our thumbnail. Super duper cool, and you can see where it goes, and it travels, whatever it is, and it makes other marks. You can even see the line starting from up here. So strike through, and it looks like there's something else going on over here, right? Because that's not. Look at that leaf. Is that leaf supposed to be there? I have to check out another quarter. No. So we got a strike through. See, because it's right there in between those two leaves going up. Right? You got the two leaves there. All right. So this is. I didn't look at that one. Oh, this was a. What was the error on this one? Oh my God! Did I forget the error on this? Just the repunchment mark? Yeah, it's the repunchment mark. Okay. Oh yeah. So there's strike throughs on this. All kinds of goodies. Oh, that's nice. So let me. I want to put down that strike through on the bottom of the wing also, because that I just happen to notice now. It might not be noticeable later on. So I have to put also. Excuse me, die clash. I'm sorry. I know I said strike through. Strike through above. Also die clash. Left. Left. Under. Wing. Extra. Leaf. Okay. Wowzers. That was something, huh? All right. Let me shut off that light. All right. So we got 4. So this might be it. That's I don't know. That's a lot of other quarters. We'll finish it off with this. We found 2 nice ones. In episode, what is it? Which one is this? I want to say this is 193. I could be probably wrong. Yeah, this is 193. So we'll pick up with the rest of the quarters in episode 194. You'll have to wait till tomorrow to see the rest of the quarters, unless you're a member. Then you get to see the. Then you get to see the upload instantly. You know the question. Oh, you see, I saw. You know the question is. Well, I guess there's multiple questions. One is, how valuable is an error like that? Number one, and now quarter errors, I've noticed, tend to be more valuable. You know, like the same type of error, they seem to be more valuable. Generally speaking, obviously you have special ones, and you see how that eye doesn't look as deep as the other one did. It probably had an error. The other one probably had an error, I bet you. I should have put it to the side. Whatever. Um, we'll take one last look at that one that we just found. It has various errors. That extra leaf there is wicked. Yeah, to me, this is like, I didn't even notice that. Oh, wow. That is super cool, man. I have to write that down, too. See, I just noticed that, too. So I'm going to say, I don't know what that is there in the right upper wing. All kinds of interesting stuff happening on this one. You know, what's it worth? I mean, I could never answer that question because I really don't. I'm pretty sure that's I would have to find out that error alone has value, right? That extra leaf right there is, I mean, what I don't understand, if it's a die clash, it's supposed to be something from the reverse. So to me, that looks like a leaf. Is it, you know what I'm saying? I didn't even look at the letters. I got so wrapped up into that image. Oh, snap. Oh, no. Oh, my God. See the way the eye, I saw the, I thought that was another something. It's not. Very, very interesting. Oh, look at this. Even the edge looks pretty cool. Yeah, so I have no idea. You know, is it $10? Is it $100? I don't know. I don't know. I'd have to do a lot of research. You do the research for me. You let me know below if you see a comp on eBay. Let me know. Put the eBay description in the comment if you're so inclined. Look inside. Look inside those leaves. Oh, that's a wicked die clash, man. I might even do this as the thumbnail. Why do they have that? Wait. Do they all have that? Okay, so they do have something going on inside of them. This is a different quarter, obviously. I just want to show it as a reference. Yeah, I don't know. Some weird stuff going on here, man. All I know is I was able to identify that thing there, that thing there, also super duper cool, and that. All right. Please click like and subscribe and all that good stuff. And I'll see you in episode. We're going to do this. We're going to pick up right here tomorrow, episode 194.